We'll go to the lines in a minute, Jay. Let's start with Real Madrid tonking Liverpool. Is that fair or not fair? Because there were mistakes. There's a few eyebrows raised at the team selection from Jurgen Klopp, including leaving Thiago on the bench and starting with Naby Keita. A change he made 3 minutes before half-time, turning it back. How would you sum up Liverpool tonight? They just weren't at the races, were they?
First half, they were all over the place. Totally outclassed. I thought Real Madrid were excellent. Defensively, Liverpool were a mess. You can see now why Klopp decided to play one of or both Fabinho or Henderson at the back.
Oh, come on, you are playing Real Madrid though. I mean, he did that for like 2-3 months when you're playing teams down the bottom of the Premier League.
You can see why he didn't want Kabak and Phillips there.
Yeah, but against the top side, I get it. I get it.
Well,
not when you're playing West Brom.
Well, you can see why he didn't. Why he had hesitations. You can see why he didn't play them at the very beginning. You and I have had this conversation about you've got to get one of Fabinho or Henderson in the middle of the park. We kept saying that. Well, tonight you can see why he wanted one or both of them at the back because, sorry to say, but Phillips and Kabak tonight got absolutely rinsed. First half. I mean,
quite a few times actually.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see how they can win, even if they get through, how they can win the competition with those two at the back. I just can't see it. And injuries have killed Liverpool. They have. You can't get away from it. It's an absolute fact that they've been decimated at the back. He did have a chance, and he brought in two centre-halves in the January window. Kabak, I've seen games where he's done okay, but tonight, when there's a step up in class, they got completely outclassed at the back.
Whose fault is that they haven't sorted this defensive problem out? Is it the managers?
Well,
is it the board for not backing him? Because it's a big problem. So it's been a long time coming as well.
But they've had injuries have absolutely have killed them at the back, right? It's not just one; it's three centre halves at the back. And I thought Henderson and Fabinho, when they first went in, I think done very well. But tonight showed that when there is a step up in class, in not just opposition but also, the tournament itself. Phillips has gone in there. He is not. He didn't look tonight like a Champions League quarter-final centre half. No, did he? Kabak didn't look like a, even.
It's a good point you make. If they get through the tie, they're not going to win the competition with those two.
I just can't see how can Liverpool go on and beat Real Madrid at home 2-0. Yes, they can.
What an empty Anfield?
I just can't see them keeping a clean sheet.
No. I think they're out now. I think they're out of the competition.
I mean, Trent Alexander, the header that I don't know what I've got no idea what his intentions were. Because it doesn't look like it's back at the goalkeeper because the angle isn't right. It's not gone back towards the goal. They were a mess in the first half. Second half, I thought Liverpool were better. But they got the goal. And once they get the goal, 2-1, all of a sudden you think, OK, we may have got away with one here. But then again, the third goal, you have a look at Phillips. He's not aware of where Vinicius is. Doesn't have a clue. And those little things, there are little moments that players in a different level and a different class don't allow that amount of space in the box.
Sorry, go on.
And that could be the difference now between Liverpool going through and not. And, they got away with one. Liverpool should have had a penalty. Real. Kabaka's wrong side. He's gone in and bends them with their legs have tangled. For me, it's a penalty. VAR don't get involved. And at 3-1, look, they're still in it. They are still in the tie. But this is very different from Liverpool that we saw. If you've got Van Dijk at the back and you've got if they had the full complement of their squad fit, I would say Liverpool can go and beat them.
A packed Anfield as well.
Yeah, of course. The crowd will make a difference on under the lights. But I think Real Madrid can go and score goals there. Yeah, after what I've just seen tonight.
Just a quick word on Naby Keita starting and that change 3 minutes before half time. What do you make of that? That's a strange one.
Well. Yes, and has Naby Keita done anything in a Liverpool shirt to warrant a place in the quarter-final of the Champions League? Whenever have I seen him gone, he has to start. He's got to start him in the middle of the park. Now, I know that they've got, Henderson's missing, but by subbing him after 41, 42 minutes, 2-0 down, tells you that he knows he's made a mistake. And managers make mistakes. They're not, they're like everyone else. They get decisions wrong. And the way the game has gone, what he did do, and give him credit, he recognised it, and made the change. Wasn't going to wait until half-time. Was proactive. I've mucked this up. I've got this wrong. We're 2-0 down. I've got to do something proactive. And actually, second half, Liverpool were the measure. I thought that they looked dangerous going forward. I thought it was a brilliant finish from Salah. It was really well taken because he knows he's got to take it early because it was caught under his feet. But over the 90 minutes, it's hard to say that Real Madrid didn't deserve to win by at least 2 goals because they were at least 2 goals better than Liverpool.
Okay, who do you fancy? Just quickly, because I want to move on.
I've got
Who do you fancy?
I've got to go Real Madrid.
Okay.
I've got to because I can't see Liverpool keeping a clean sheet.
Okay. 08717223344. We'll also hear from Jurgen Klopp in this hour as well, so Liverpool fans stick around for that. And, of course, get your calls in now. We'll speak to you in just a moment. Between then and now, let's have a quick word about Man City before we go to the phone lines. I said to you beforehand, when I saw Dortmund's team, they're so strong they are. And I said it'd be a tough game for them. I thought they were, I wouldn't say fortunate City because they had chances. As I said, quite a few City fans on City forums were not too happy with Phil Foden. He had chance after chance, but he got the winner. But also Dortmund will consider themselves very unlucky. That Jude Bellingham got that should have stood. There was nothing wrong with that. They have. They've
been absolutely cheated, and there won't be a City fan listening to this knowing that they got away with one tonight. Just explain what
happened if people haven't seen it.
So it's a ball that's played through. Ederson has come off his line. He's outside his box, and as that ball has gone through, he's decided. Only he'll tell you why, is to have a first touch, and he's had a first touch, and it's gone a little higher than he thought it would. And as that's happened, Jude Bellingham has followed him.
Every right to.
Absolutely. He's outside the box, the keeper. He can't use his hands. He was outside the box. As he's had a touch, Jude Bellingham is onto him, and he's extended one of those big, long limbs of his and towed it away from the keeper. The keeper's then followed through, kicked Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham has gone through, stuck it in an empty net. Well, what's happened in between all that, the referee inexplicably has decided that was a free kick to Manchester City and blown his whistle.
And that's before Bellingham's put it in the net.
So therefore the goal cannot count. Well, that to me is a sackable offence to the referee. He will not referee this season.
Why is he blown so early?
That's the question only he can answer. We speak to Dermot, don't we, about give yourself a bit of breathing space. He doesn't have to make that decision then. He can allow the ball to go into the net. He can then bring it back and give a free kick. He's the referee. The mistake he's made is that he's too whistle happy. He's done it too quickly, and City have got out of jail because it should be 2-2. Look, the best side won. City deserved to win tonight, and you're right. They were wasteful. City will go through because they're a better side than Dortmund. Even though Dortmund have got that away goal, even at 1-1, I'd still have City to go through. But at 2-2, which it should have been, they've been cheated. Dortmund. And what I mean by cheated, I mean the referee hasn't cheated, but that's a perfectly good goal. The whole point that we watch and play football is to score goals. And a perfectly good goal in a quarter-final first leg, perfectly good, has been disallowed. That referee, you won't see him again for the rest of this season in the Champions League. He is history.
Well, let me ask you this, because one thing we haven't spoken about, and Terry's just tweeted in, or texted 1889, absolute shocking decision, and the penalty decision that the City player handballed it and then dived holding his face.
Yeah, it wasn't a penalty.
No.
Rodri's gone down, holding his face, trying to get the penalty is awarded. The referee checks VAR. I had a chat with Hugh Risencroft at half-time, and he was telling me that could it have been a little... It was Emre Can, I think it was.
Yes,
could he have fouled him on his knee? It's not a foul. It's not a penalty.
Why is he holding his face when he goes down?
To try and win a penalty.
Disgusting.
Well, look, he didn't get away with it. But if he gets the penalty, before VAR, that penalty stands, they win. Yeah. So,
It's still disgusting, isn't it?
Well, they all do it.
I know you're not... I know.
No, but they all do it. They all do it.
But they know that it's going to be seen again. They know it's going to be slowed down. They know they're going to look silly.
And we saw there was the West Ham player that scored. Yes, it's hit him on the arm. Soucek last night. Okay, so he's gone through against Wolves. It's hit him blatantly on the arm. He's then telling the referee it's hit him on the shoulder. There's about 50 cameras around here. You're not going to get away with that. No. So they all. And look, and this is not pointing the finger in any one direction. Liverpool, Man City, my club will do it. Players will do it. They all try to get away with it. But now, and that's where VAR worked tonight. Where VAR did not work was that penalty that Kabak should have given away, because that's as clear-cut a penalty as you'll find anywhere. So, look, some decisions have gone for English clubs with Man City, the goal, Bellingham didn't score, and Liverpool have also got away with one as well, because it could have been a lot worse for those two.
08717 223344, that's the number for you to dial. Pick up the phone, you can have your say on National Radio. The whole world is listening. Would it be wrong of me to go to a Man United fan first? Would it be wrong? Would that be...
Oh, what's it? I mean, it's not. They're normally they're Emmerdale Cup nights, aren't they? Thursday nights, isn't that what United do?
Oh, he's definitely going first. Hello, Mark. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you doing?
Right,
you phone up to wind up the Liverpool fans, have you?
Yeah, especially Clobby. I hope he gets on in a bit because, not so much. I hope you phone him. If he don't phone you, phone him, because it's hilarious when you get him on and he starts.
We'll get Clobby on.
COVID times. I was listening to Drive earlier on when I got in from work, and it was just I heard, I think, one of the last couple of callers from Liverpool fans phone up, and Adrian Durham was fawning over Liverpool, and so was Goffey actually. And they were both saying, "Oh, it's a done deal. You should just move Real out of the way. Liverpool are definitely going to win. Varane and Ramos are out." And I just thought, your centre halves are the shakiest centre halves you probably in the top half of the Premier League table. And I just thought it was just really weird that you go into Madrid and they were just like, "Oh, it's a done deal. Why even bother playing the game?" They should have just cancelled the game and given Liverpool a 3-0 win. And to get mugged off completely, they didn't lose. They got absolutely mugged. And I think it's absolutely hilarious.
Okay, Mark, thanks for your call. There you go, Mark.
First out the
Mark's
blocks,
a Man
Mark.
United fan. Why have I done that?
Mark, mate, so he's listening to Drive. He's thought, "Do you know what? I've heard all those Liverpool fans. I'll have my say now." And he has.
That's why we're here.
Exactly what he's done.
That's why we're here. Football fans can have their say. You don't have to be a fan of Liverpool or Man City. Although Josh is a Liverpool fan. Hi, Josh. Good evening.
Hi guys, how you doing?
We're good. How are you?
Right, Josh.
Oh, mate, I feel like I'm in a toxic relationship.
Why don't you leave that relationship
great.
then, Josh?
You can't do that, can you? When the good times are good, they're really good, you know. But I mean, you guys were saying about Kabak and Phillips earlier. I don't really hold them as much responsible as I do Trent, Genie, and Keita. I feel like the more experienced. I mean, in reality, we've just signed Kabak from rock bottom shelter, and Phillips is going to play in the Championship. I would expect much better from Trent Alexander-Arnold in a week where he's got to prove something. Excuse me. I honestly don't know what he's doing tonight. And Genie Wijnaldum, what? Could someone please tell me why Barcelona want him? You know, sideways, backwards, or give the ball away?
Yeah, I mean, first half, Josh, that was what it was like, all over the pitch. And you're right to look at other players, because it isn't just the two centre-halves. Okay, because all over the pitch, Liverpool was second best in the first half. All over the pitch. But the real danger was when the ball went anywhere near those two centre-halves, they just looked nervous. They didn't look comfortable. They looked like they could be got at every single time. And Liverpool fans watching that will know that they're not of the quality. No one is of Van Dijk. You're going to miss a player of that quality. But tonight, it was shown up, and it was shown up badly.